won in Dubai. Do you feel like you should have won?
Yes.
Hougaard working over her last clean, and so she'll be back in the water before the second place individual comes out for their second swim.
I feel like I should have won. Looking back, I was in the second to last heat, and then the girl who won was in the last heat. And then there were times when I should have been running in the water and I shouldn't have fidgeted with my goggles or fixing my cap and stupid stuff like that.
On the left side of your screen coming in for her third and final with 90 seconds to go is Julie Hougaard from Denmark. And in heat number 2, the first athlete will finish women's individual event number 1 at an unofficial time of 14:17. It is Julie Hougaard.
We talked about it. I talked to John, my coach, and he said, you should try to win the bike erg. Because it was a 2-scored event, your slowest time on the bike erg and then total time for the run and the bike. And I looked at him and I said, no. I was sure somebody else was going to do it and then somebody would, of course, beat me. But then again, he said, it's your best option, and gaining 100 points and then finishing almost last will probably give you more points than actually finishing somewhere in the middle in both workouts. So I just thought, okay, I'm gonna go for it. So I went all out on the bike in each 1,000 meter and then struggled on the run. I didn't really run actually. I'm not the strongest believer in the fact that I'm good or I can compete with other people sometimes. I'm not sure why. It's just I've not been out there enough to trust that I can do, that I have this level. And you know, I would just look at a biker event and think, why should I win it compared to other girls? But I think there were only one other girl besides me who have actually chosen that strategy.
Snatch pull and snatch complex. And then I'm going to do some front squatties. Going from 3 to 8 reps, going up and down in percentages. And then I'm going to do a quick deadlift session and then some upper body accessory.
Yeah, I don't think it's sunk in yet. But it's pretty surreal that I'm going to be standing out there with those guys that I've been, looking up to and watched films about and so on for the last many years. What keeps me going is just the hunger to get better, because there's some things that you can correct this a little bit if you do that, if you focus on that for some weeks, months, or whatever you need on that area. That really motivates me, that there's these different areas that you can always improve. I think my strength is my raw strength. So like deadlifts and squats and stuff like that, that really helps me out in CrossFit workouts. I can carry that over.
Jesus Christ. Spinal.
How's that?
That, I don't think it was too pretty, but I didn't get stuck anywhere, so it was okay. Definitely not gonna do any heavier than that.
clean split jerk, building up to somewhat heavy, depending on like what my back allows, and then I'm gonna do some snatches. Also heavy but more reps and back squat. And I have some accessory work as well and some rehab exercise.
Are you the national champion in weightlifting?
I am in the minus 71 kilos for women. So I'm defending national champion. Actually in snatch, clean and jerk and total as well. I think I've always believed that the mental aspect of training is the most important part, because you can work physically to a certain point, but if you're not able to keep a clear mind when competing, or really getting in the zone and letting things hurt, it's gonna set your limit. So it's the most important part to factor in your training and to factor in the way you look at things when you're trying to compete at anything, really. That's what I thought in swimming, and that's also what I think now. Because if you break down before an event, in the middle of an event, it's your head that's gonna break down, first.